Well, howdy neighbor. Welcome to Hammer&Saw Customs right here in Hawaii. I'm Brother Bill and I am going to be your IT specialist for the day. Nope, not even close. Couldn't tell you how to program your laptop. But today we're going to build a crypto miner. Yep, that's what I said. We're going to do a crypto miner hammer and saw style. Whether you like them, hate them, think it's controversial, or don't see what the big deal is since there's like 9,000 coins to mine out there. Somebody needs to do it, right? And to practice what old Brother Bill preaches about, hey, if your neighbor can do it, you can do it too. Well, here's a prime example of that because I ain't never done this before. So come on in, rest your hands and face, grab you a snack, grab you something cold to drink. You guys know by now what Brother Bill's drink of choice is. It's a good old sweet tea with NASCAR additive. It is smooth. And we had to take a double sip today because, woo, this is complicated. Not really, but you'll get to see it. So come on back after the intro and we'll dive right in. They said get a Facebook account, post lots of things on there. Get a YouTube account, make you a channel. Hey, what could happen? It'll be great. They'll have tons of viewers. What the heck? Oh, hey neighbor, you're back already. Yeah, conversation. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's get back to the crypto miner. Yeah, let's get back to that. Okay, so what I'm going to build for you today is a wooden frame made hammer and saw custom style. Now you can buy the frames out of aluminum, you can get them with fans, you can get them with this, you can get them with that. But what we're trying to do is build this with recycled wood and as cheap as we possibly can. Now like I said before, a guy named Red Panda, he's got information on how to build a real inexpensive miner. And you know, today mining crypto prices might be down, but who knows, tomorrow it might be up. You know, it's up, it's down. So you have to decide when you want to mine and how long you want to mine and what you want to mine. So before we even get to that, what we want to do is cover, well, how to put a miner together. You can go as simple as just a laptop and you do a single card in that laptop and mine from there, or you set up one of these rigs that kind of scare everybody. It is what it is. So what we've got today, we're going to do a frame. We're going to be installing the board, the motherboard with the controllers and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have a power unit to power the board and power the cards. What we've got here is some AMD XFX 8 gigabyte cards. And I know I'm probably speaking, you know, a foreign language to some of you. It sounded pretty foreign to me, but it's not too bad after, you know, your head hurts and you rub a bald spot on your head and you know, you get that old crap rub right there and the hair's all gone. But after a while it'll sink in. If not, you can always play this video over and over, or you could go to the Red Panda and watch some of his stuff and come on back and have a laugh at old Brother Bill, because hey, that's what I'm here for. On this unit we're going to use some risers. These are a little thicker card, got some really cool cooling fans on them, so they're a little thick, so when you put them in here they run a little warm. That's one of the things you'll watch out for when you start running your rig. We got a multitude of wires, but don't let those scare you because those are pretty much plug and play. It's kind of hard to mix them up because they got a certain pin count on them. We've got our USB riser cables. We got our display, we got an SSD card. Basically what that is like the brains of the operation, also the programming information to tell it how to operate, how to use the mining and software. And like I said, once again, Red Panda, so that'll be down here, here, maybe up here, depending on if you're watching it on the old YouTube or the Facebook. So speaking of YouTube, if you guys see that little hammer and saw emblem down there, sure would like it if you could subscribe, helps the channel out really good. Also, ring that bell. It lets me know, to let you know that there's a new video out. Plus the fact that that your fingers do the walking. Click like on the old computer. Leave some comments. Let us know about your projects. Some of the posts I haven't got back to yet. I read every single one of those because I appreciate every one of you guys and gals. So I will get to them, whether it's just a fun thumbs up or if I get a chance to actually write a full comment back. I really do greatly appreciate that. Also, if you're watching on the old Facebook, the same way. Save, share, like, comment. I greatly appreciate it. Now we got all those legalities out of the way. We'll get back to the fun stuff. Also going to have a display if I hadn't mentioned that already. So with that, here we go. We'll slap this together. I'll let you see how it sets up. And we'll do a follow-up after we do the old overhead, the little music. That way you guys can watch it at your leisure or slow it down or whatever without this thing being like 3 hours long. Any questions? I don't have answers, so but you can shoot them to me, and I guarantee you, if I can't find the answers, I know who to point you to. So like we said earlier, though, about crypto mining, whether you like it, you hate it, don't know anything about it. I think it's one of those things that's kind of like when the computer came out and people said, oh, you know, that's just a fad. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So what we'll do is we'll get started on assembly and go from there. So I will see you folks on the other side. Oh yeah, before we get started with that, I almost forgot our Safety Steve and our tool inventory of things we'll need. Safety Steve coverage and our tools that we're going to need today. So we would have or did cut some wood, make some holes. So therefore, Safety Steve says to wear our glasses, wear our gloves, and wear hearing protection. Tools you're going to need. You know by now, you'll need a good old sawdust maker for trimming up your boards. You're going to need a hole maker with some hole maker bits to make your holes for your screws. If you got a screw gun or a screwdriver. Some of this we're going to use a little of both because some of this you don't want to use a screw gun on, and some of this is just the frame, so we can use a screw gun. As always, we're going to use our little triangle. Yeah, you know it's not called a triangle by now, our square. And our handy dandy retractable, flexible yardstick. And of course, when we're doing all our cuts, we're going to have our pencil, pen, a marker, a crayon, or a sharp object like a screw to make a good cut line so we can see where to use our sawdust maker at and on. So with that out of the way, we're actually going to get down to it. So see you on the other side. there you have it, neighbor. One 8-card, 240 mega hash crypto miner. Hammer and saw style by Brother Bill. So, once again, we've got 8 XFX 8 gigabyte cards. We've got a 850 power supply. This pulls in about 740 watts. So this is 850 watts. A little overhead. You've got your display. You've got your power cables. You've got your USB risers. You have your motherboard with your CPU. 8 gigabyte RAM. And I did use SATA cables because with this power supply, that's only 6-pin power supplies it has. I'm sure there's some kind of configuration out there. And the reason I bring up SATA cables is that these are the flat cables. Some people say, do use, don't use, can't use. These cards only do about 84 watts. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, you add them up, they do pull some power. But I've tried this unit. It works well. It does perform at the 240 mega hash. I can't complain. So it works for me. I don't leave it unattended. I only run it when it's profitable. So pretty much that's it in a nutshell. I'm sure there's a lot of questions. Probably saw some things I did wrong. It is what it is because, hey, I'm learning. Hopefully you're learning. This is not to do 100% do it this way. This is only to show you that you can do it without, you know, breaking the bank, without just being overcomplicated, without being elusive and on obtaining. So prices vary in your area depending on shipping, availability. Not too much into this. I'll have the description down there in the bottom of how many cost or what it cost me, especially being in Hawaii. Shipping's crazy sometimes. SSD card is over here. Those are really easy to set up. I prefer one of those over a thumb drive. You can do operating system on a thumb drive, but they seem like the SSD, for me, explained by other folks, seem to work a whole lot easier. So what we do, I'll switch it around so you guys can see the sides and the back. So there's the side. And then there's the back with the power supply, the board, wiring. So I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've learned something. I appreciate you guys stopping by today. It's always fun for me to share these things with you. I hope that you guys enjoy them as much as I do. Or maybe it's just me. No, I'm just kidding. So that's going to wrap it up for today. I appreciate you stopping by. Hammer&Saw Customs with Brother Bill here on the Big Island. As always, let's remember our veterans past and present, our first responders, because they got a tough job out there. So let's help them out. And as always, like I said before, practice what you preach. If your neighbor can learn to do it, you can learn to do it too. Thanks again. Have a beautiful day, and you guys take care. Come back and see me real soon. Oh, and last tidbit, it's called network cable or wire management. You can play with these things. You can zip tie them up. You can make it look all pretty, and that's kind of like dealer's choice or your preference. I mean, I can do that, but I've got some other mods I may do where this goes back into where it's mining. I'll have to set that back up, so I didn't bore you with that. But also, there's called cable management. That's my 2 cents on that. You guys take care. Aloha.